I operate through the world. Hello my loves, it's 229 days until I am 30. I posted this video on TikTok yesterday talking about how everybody wants a village but no one wants to be a villager, and it's had quite a response. I saw another girl post about this is what sparked me to make that. She said everybody wants a village, nobody wants to be a villager anymore. There's a lot of people texting being like, hey, would you be annoyed if I didn't come to your birthday? Like, yes, they would be annoyed. Or people just don't want to show up. They don't want to engage in the physical world now like they used to. I've been thinking about it a lot. It literally kept me up last night. I think it's also really important that we define what being a villager means to us. The problem is nowadays, right, we have this very loose, light knitted sense of connection, constant communication, right? It's like this. It's text messages, memes, WhatsApps, every Friday. Like, it's constant like this, right? Like back in the day, you had £5 credit on your phone. You couldn't text your friends constantly, otherwise you'd end up with a really expensive phone bill. Back in the day, like, you text your friends and you'd hang out, but you'd have very deep, intentional, connected time and contact. It would be like this. Whereas now we're like this every single day. I think I perpetually live with like 10 to 15 WhatsApps constantly that need replying to. It feels quite uncomfortable saying that because I don't want it to seem like I'm boasting, because it's not as though also all of this is genuine connection, right? It's a group chat here, it's a group chat here, it's a group that's selling this in my local area. We used to literally just go about our day-to-day lives, right? This is what's been playing on my mind, is that I feel this sense of guilt being a bad villager, where if I don't reply to a message for like 48 hours, I have to start it by going, hey, sorry I haven't had a chance to reply. And you know, I realized that I've been in burnout, emotional and autistic burnout, probably for quite a long time, and I feel this sense of like I'm retreating from the world, but actually I'm just going about living my day-to-day life, because having this constant sense of like this like level of communication constantly every single day, it burns me out and then I can't be a very good villager. Whereas, like, you know, back in the day, you just knew you were going to hang out with your friends, and then if you went on your computer where the internet was a space that you went to, right, like the internet was a computer in the corner of a room, it had a space, you would go and you'd be able to post on Bebo or MySpace or wherever, MSN, shows my age, that would be there, but then your friends wouldn't be annoyed at you because they knew you were also hanging out, right? These things were separate. Whereas now, everything is so intertwined and interconnected, but it's not deep. You kind of like half know what's going on with someone all the time, but you don't have this like sense of connection. Like I said in the video yesterday, it's like, oh hey, sorry I haven't replied for a couple of days, I've been really busy, but when was the last time you turned up to your friend's house with a cake because they were going through a tough time? Showed up for your community. One woman commented that, you know, she runs this community project but no one wants to do the work. It's like we have become so engrossed in our digital life. We think being a villager is texting constantly, and that is important. Like Ready Player one of my favorite films, so much is happening, like bad stuff in the outside world, that everybody just ends up living in this digital world, right? Like that's the whole point, is that people got so tired of what was going on out there, they just decided to live in their headsets. And that's what I feel has become more important now, and that actually sometimes I can feel there's this, I carry this guilt all the time about, oh, if I haven't touched base with someone digitally, maybe is the friendship still alive? Of course it's still alive. Like, we used to literally just go about our day-to-day life. It's just given me a lot to think about in terms of like what makes a good villager, and also how do I want my village to operate. Carrying this constant guilt all the time of replying to messages, as opposed to actually just seeing people and catching up with them and having deep intentional time, as opposed to surface level constant digital connection. You come home, you do your dishes, you put your washing on, you get ready for work tomorrow, you do this, you do that, and then you sit down and you reply to messages, right? Like, it's now like another form of labor, but yet everybody's feeling lonelier than ever, and yet people don't feel like they have a village around them. So how comes if we have all this connectedness, people don't feel like they have a village around? Probably something that I want to work towards as I get to the end of my 20s and into my 30s now, is redefining how I function in friendship and how I create my village and what that looks like. Texting people to ask how they are, really important. Giving them calls to check in, really important. But I want to also shift my time and attention and also expectations on me and how I operate through the world. Like wanting to spend more time engaging with the world and getting out there and doing these things, and then spending less time digitally, but then having better connections with my friends because I'm choosing to be a better villager, because I'm not just having this constant sense of like very light communication. I hope that made sense. I feel like I explained it better in the video yesterday, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear if you also feel like this, what being a good villager means to you, or what you feel that is missing or that you crave, and maybe we can build a village on here. People can find their villagers. Thank you so much for watching. I invite you to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Much love.